Welcome to month 6 within my boxing journey. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I am getting trained by the one, the only former Olympic Russian head boxing coach, Vlad. I am one to want to get taught, but only by the best, which is why I am here in Rico, Florida, learning from the best. Today, we had a cardio intensive warm up. As always, we jogged around the lap, working on several exercises from karaoke to ladder work to footwork. You name it, we worked on it. And then coach was a little disappointed in our 1-2 forward and our 1-2 backward. And to highlight myself, I was the top victim. It took me 200 jump squats to properly get the 1-2 forward and 1-2 back. So what does that mean? I need to go home and instill it. It's been 6 months. There's no excuse for me not to know it. However, my footwork is a top priority of mine to need to be worked on. So it is not a surprise that my footwork was the demise of today. And then after, we worked on some combos with a partner, which I love Coach's Vlad's combos. His combos are so unique, so multitasking intensive, but if you can memorize it with your muscle memory, you will be like no other in the ring. And I am glad to have someone of my size as well today to actually work on it as best as I can. And I was exhausted, honestly. Those combos have you exhausted. You hitting the combo back to back to back to back. That's the only way to instill it into muscle memory. And then after that, we did some sparring action. And I want to say, honestly, this was my best spar I've ever done probably in my life. It was more artistic being, I want to elaborate on that a little bit. My last couple spars, I noticed so many things that needed to be worked on, but the highlight that I've noticed was I was extremely stiff. I wasn't really moving my upper body, ducking, feinting. So I made sure to emphasize that on today, but also to go much slower. Let's work on what we need to work on together. I had a phenomenal partner today. He was able to tone it down a little bit to help me go through my emotions, and I realized how much slower can be better in the art of boxing, especially when you're learning. And then we had a completely packed ring, so to see how you're able to maneuver around a completely packed ring and still focus on your opponent, still focus on defending. It's so much multitasking that your brain is under, which Coach Vlad is phenomenal teacher to utilize the multitasking portion of the brain. Because if you can do that with a completely packed ring, what does a ring with just you and your opponent look like? So that's why I'm here once a week. I look forward to seeing you guys next week to see my work. Issa is here. This is my guy. He just won. What you win this week?
The Bob Nicholson tournament.
Bob Nicholson tournament. Coach Vlad is in here training champions, and here's one. You're gonna see him in a couple years on the big screen. So make sure you look out for him. Follow him. What's your Instagram?
Issa 2012.
Issa 2012. Follow him now before he's too big. Good work, bro. I will see you next week. I'm gonna put the spars in this video right after this, so you can see what it looked like and how to pack ring. And let me know if you can spot me where I am in the midst of confusion in the ring. I'll see you next week.
Ready, set, box!
Okay, just wrapped up week 2 here with Coach Vlad. Today we started off with our cardio intensive run around the gym, this time led by Coach Vlad himself. So you know it was a little more extensive than normal. Later on into the warm-up, we focused on what we focused on my last class, which was footwork and hand coordination. And guess who got it right this time and didn't have to do jump squats? I did. Yes, I went home and practiced. Not as much as I should have, but I definitely went and home and practiced as much as I could, at least from 0. So if I did 5 minutes all last week extra, that's 5 minutes more than I've done before. You always want to celebrate your small victories, never overlook them or never bash yourself for trying your best. I'm going to continuously work on those. However, after that, we did what did we do? We did a ton of work today. Honestly, we just finished sparring, so I'm very stoked about my progress today. Today's spar was fantastic. My sparring partner and I, which I sparred him last class, we go a little slower so we can really focus on technique. And what I'm noticing is when I'm going a little faster, I can't really focus on technique because I'm in a fight or flight mode. So with me being more relaxed, I can actually try to focus on throwing my combos, even if I don't hit them. I was literally throwing combos, not even intentionally trying to hit him. Yes, I'm trying to hit him, but understanding that I might not hit him. And one time I hit him with the 3-piece combo, and the first one and the last one actually connected. So it was so beautiful to see. I really worked on defense as well, which is also what we worked on. So after the warm-up, we went ahead and did footwork drills with Coach Vlad, telling us to go forward, to go backwards, to go left and right, working on keeping our hands up. We did some spinning around and then freestyling on one leg, which is one of the hardest exercises we do here is the one leg swinging back and forth. And freestyling is a lot of multitasking. It's a lot of leg expenditure on one leg at a time, but I love it. What I also love is after you spin around, if you can be okay with being dizzy, what you are able to manage and the punches and combos you're able to do while dizzy is outstanding. I really love Coach Vlad's teaching. He thinks outside the box. He always thinks to multitask. He always thinks to push you. Along with the workout, he's giving you discipline, mental discipline techniques that you need for just genuine life. Challenges make you stronger. If you're not going to give your all now, you won't give your all in the ring. Several mental cues to get you through not only the ring, but in reality. And then after we did that with Coach Vlad, he paired us up and we worked with our partners, working on trying to touch our toes, working on trying to touch our feet, working on trying to touch our shoulders. I was paired with my little friend Leon early on, so I didn't get as much practice as I needed to in that case, but I'm glad he was able to have fun and I was able to have fun. And then a little later, I was able to work one-on-one with someone more my size, and we worked on defense, which is something I really haven't worked on tons. Every class I always get on the offensive side, which I'm not mad at. I need to learn how to throw my hands. I need to understand combos, but it was so beautiful to be able to work on specifically defense. Even if I did work on defense previously, it was defense and then back to combo, which is boxing. So, but to be able to solely work on defense was phenomenal. And then after that, we went in the ring, and today was by far my best spar yet. Each time I enter the ring, I'm getting confident and confident and confident. And what I'm loving about today's practice was the defense, the ducks, the rolls. I need to work on my pivots a little bit, but my rolls were phenomenal, and I really still can't see. I can see it in the beginning, I can see it in the end, but there is still some gray area in the middle. So as my ring awareness increases, so will my eye movement to be able to follow my opponent while my body is swinging those motions at those speeds. All in all, I am so proud of today's progress. And before I ramble all night, let's get to the spars so you can see firsthand.
Bien lindo. Bien jodido.
De un día para otro, se cura con la vaina.
Yo ya sé cuál es el producto, ahora no
No te van a hacer nada. ¿Tú sabes qué tú puedes hacer para que te diviertas un poquito? Coge agua tibia y échale sal. Trabaja bien de eso.
¿Será que no llevan eso para hablar también? La frío la semana pasada me mató.
¿Cuál doctor lo que va a decir? No es antibiótico. Eso no te va a hacer un carajo.
Forget about the body, Lamar. 30 seconds. Get your, come on, man.
I am beyond proud of my progress. 6 months, Coach Vlad doesn't play around. Better get in this gym if I'm a professional. Then it'd be too late to talk trash. Just saying. Okay, I don't have my mic, so I have to go handheld. So hopefully my audio sounds good. However, I don't know if you can tell or not, completely drenched shirt. Coach Vlad does not play around. Once you step inside, expect to become a professional boxer, or don't just come inside. He does not play around. Today we did tons of partner work. I am at an AM session, so you get more of an intimate class because there are fewer individuals, which I love. You do get to spar at the night sessions, but it's not as intimate. You can't learn from him directly as well. However, the teaching is still phenomenal regardless. Today we worked on some partner work, working on actually shadow work with resistance, human resistance. And what that taught me, one, I need to work on my footwork, which is something I'm continuously working on anyway, and that I am not stable on my feet nowhere near as much as I need to. I was actually holding my partner Sandy, and his punches were strong and he was stable, while when he was holding me, my punches, sometimes if I threw a punch, he was able to push me off balance because I'm not as stable as I should be. So seeing that firsthand is phenomenal. I love working with the champions inside because these are champions. So being able to learn from coach, but then also learn from the individuals who are taking his notes to the next level is so awesome to see firsthand. Then we worked on some reflexes with the tennis ball, bouncing on the ground, then hitting the combo. throwing it on the wall, trying to punch it. A lot of reflex work. He loves to work on reflex work. I love Coach Vlad because he teaches you how to be an outstanding athlete, which translates to being an outstanding boxer. Then we went back to partner work, working on some combos. And then lastly, we worked with some tires. If you punch the tire with a weak wrist or not enough force, it will showcase. With the bag, if you punch it, it's gonna move regardless of how you hit it, but the tire will not budge if you do not hit it properly. Luckily enough, my punches are strong enough to move the tire, even actually knocking the camera over at one point. However, the amount of knowledge I am learning every single class is unlike any other, and I'm so blessed and honored to be continuously taught by the best in the game, Coach Vlad. Next week will be the final week for 6 months. It's only once a week, but 6 months learning from the best, at least once a week. What does the next 6 months look like with the current knowledge I have that I will continuously grow on and spar and work on my footwork and just continuously get better and more confident as a fighter, as a defender. Super excited to see that real firsthand. I'll see you next week to see what we do and how my progress looks. I honestly can't believe it. It has officially been 6 months here with Coach Vlad, and today was another phenomenal session. I don't know if you can tell, but my pants are completely drenched. My shirt, I can squeeze it and water will come out as if I just took it out the washer. Today was intense. Like always, we worked on the starting of class with jump roping, and then we continued utilizing the jump ropes with partners, swinging the jump rope, trying to touch your partner's shoulder, which is really working on your reflex. How fast can you get in and out before the rope comes across? I noticed that my reflexes are nowhere near as fast as they need to be. I also noticed that my footwork still needs tons of work. I need tons of work in general, but it's starting to really come together. I'm starting to understand what I don't know so I can focus on improving those aspects rather than me just being completely oblivious. Today was heavily partner centered. We pretty much worked with our partner all class, working on combos, and what we worked on today, which I haven't really worked on here and just in general, was my defense. We had a padded session of class where your partner throws the pad as if it was a punch, and you really worked on blocking it, which really helps with your defense. I realized that my defense wasn't as bad as I thought. However, it does obviously still need tremendous amounts of work. I am just honored and blessed to be teaching, being taught by the absolute best in the game. I can see the difference when you have proper footwork, when you don't have proper footwork. With some of the sessions we were doing with our partner, I was trying to emphasize my footwork, and when I couldn't get it, I couldn't land the proper punch. But when I could get the proper footwork, the punch was phenomenal. So continuously repping those out and getting the proper practice and proper teaching is going to continuously take my boxing to the next level. And how? You have to keep coming, and you will continuously see me here at least once a week. 6 months has already passed, and I've already seen, especially this month with the sparring, going a little slower to actually work on cues, I'm starting to really see genuine practice progress with the art of boxing. Anyone can just go and throw punches and hopefully have enough stamina to last, but can you really have the skills and the swiftness and the elusiveness and the able to touch without being touched art side of boxing? And that's what I'm really learning here with Coach Vlad. I'm super honored and blessed to be taught by him. His Instagram is Real Boxing Club on Instagram. He's here in Valrico, Florida. I will put all his information down below. If you can come 5 days a week, you become a champion in 6 months. If you can only come once a week like myself, you'll be a champion in maybe 2 years. However, if you step foot in this gym, I promise you, you will be a champion if you listen to the advice he continuously puts out on a daily basis, from the boxing to the athleticism in general to the mindset that you need to have to be a warrior. Hopefully I'll see you here. If not, continue along with my journey, and hopefully I inspire you to pick up any new hobby that you're looking to do, because it's never too late. I'm here in my mid-20s starting boxing. If I can do it, who says you can't? Thank you for spending your time here with me, and enjoy the rest of your day.